Hello and welcome back to Scotland's 19th hole, and as you can see we are not at a golf course. Just going to go a wee run through the bag, let you know what I've got. I'll head up to Airth practice area. They've got the short tracer and we'll get some yardages on my clubs. It's nearly the start of the season, so this is a good time to dial it in and see how far we're hitting our clubs. So first up we'll go the big stick. So we've got the Callaway Epic Max, and that is in the stiff shaft to keep it a little bit straighter, and because of my big guns that I used to have that I don't have anymore. So yep, it's not my favourite club in the bag, but hopefully if we get playing a wee bit more we can make it one of the favourite clubs in the bag. Running down the way, we've got the 3-wood, the Epic Flash from Callaway as well. Again, the stiff shaft, it's a smoke, I've really no idea. I went for my 30th and got everything custom fitted. Treated myself to a new set of everything pretty much. And aye, we're running the Golf Pride red and black on all the clubs. I like to have everything the same. Then we've got the 3-iron all the way to a tack wedge in Callaway Maverick Pro. I used to have blades, but I don't play often enough to hit them now, so I'll have to just accept that I need a wee bit of help. So these are like cavity backed, they're really sweet, and yeah, I've had them for what, a couple of years now, and I hit them pretty well. Again, red and black on the grips. And we'll run through them and we'll get a yard on each one. And then I've got the trio of wedges, 52, 56 and 60 in the Callaway Jaws MD5 model. Again, pretty much just rigged myself, went up to St Andrews at the Callaway Bay and just got absolutely everything done. It was a nice wee treat, it was a good day out as well. And no, I am not affiliated with Callaway in any way or form. And lastly, we're rocking the putter that could be very old. It's the Ping Answer. I was struggling a wee bit with my putting, probably still struggling a wee bit with my putting, but I shoved this big Super Stroke. It's a 3.0, again, it's probably needing redone, but for putting it's just whatever you feel, and at the moment, this is the one for me. So yeah, that's the bag. Yep, so I'm aware that is 15 clubs in the bag. You're only allowed 14. I'd normally just take the 3-iron out, just depending on hitting the driver, how I'm hitting the driver. So it's either or. If I'm struggling with the driver, I'll keep the 3-iron in. If I'm hitting the driver well, I'll take the 3-iron out, and then that gives me a wee bit of variations. Anyway, we're going to dive into the actual bag now and see what treats we've got in here on the daily round. So, starting in this pocket, I've got what I like to call my gun. It's my rangefinder. Model, no idea. Bushnell, Tour, something or other. It basically just tells you how far you've got to go to the pin. Christmas present. Then in here, just for when it gets cold, got my Central Produce hat. Couple of balls in there, nothing special. This is my tea pocket, where I keep all my teas. And in here, I've got my Alloa Golf Club home course for the scorecard. I've also got my glove, which I'm going to have to get a new one because that has got a big hole in it. Seen better days. We've also got this trusty Glenfiddich tin that, as you can see, has been dented, loved over the years with my good shots. You know, it's seen a lot back in the day. In here, typical markers, teas, pens, cleaners for clubs, snap teas, lucky coins, you name it, it's in there. A few more balls. Got my waterproofs in here. Always carry the brolly because it's Scotland, you have absolutely no idea what you're expecting. And then in this pocket, contact lenses and the famous pink ball, which is signed by everyone who plays with for the pink ball, and I am the holder of the pink ball at the moment. So yeah, that's everything that I take with me. Maybe food and juice as well, but I'm not going to store that in my bag all the time. So yeah, we'll head to the range like I say, and we'll get a yardage in all the clubs, and then we'll see where we're at. Cheers. Right guys, we've made it to Airth here. Just booked a wee booth to get an hour, so I've unlimited balls for an hour. Hopefully we can get the clubs dialed in and get some good yardages. Let's go. Right, so we're just going to start, we're warmed up, 5 shots per club, and then we'll just take an average, try and get a wee shot, a wee photo, and then we'll just see how far we're hitting them. We'll start with 60. Okay, so first up we've got the 60-degree wedge. Furthest to hit this club was 80 yards. The average I hit this club over the 5 shots was 77 yards carry and 77 yards total, so there wasn't really any run on the club. Right, next up, 56. 56 degrees. The furthest to hit this club was 101 yards, with the average being 95. And the wee photo to the left, maybe I should have said in the first one, but it's just like a breakdown of what's happening in the shot. But the white dot is the shot that I'm currently hitting, and the blue dots are the other shots that I've hit. The centre line is where I'm supposed to be aiming, and obviously you want the dots to be close to that, and mine's are not. Right, next up, 52. Right, moving up to the 52 degree. Furthest to hit this was 115 yards, with the average being 106, and then 105 with the backspin. That was a good one. Right, now moving up into the irons, although still wedges technically, so attack wedge first. Attack wedge, the furthest to hit this was 133 yards, and the average over the 5 shots was 124 yards. Right, next up, the P wedge. Hold that one, I'll leave it. Right, so with the pitching wedge, apparently I was just really excited to hit this club. My adrenaline was pumping like mad, or something was up. But according to the numbers, the longest I hit this club was 162 yards, and it averaged out at 147, with a run out taking it to 150 average. Right, we're up to 9 iron now, so let's see. Right, back to reality with the 9 iron. 141 yards was the furthest to hit that, and the average was 137. That's a dart. That's a... Anyway, up to the 8. Right, the 8 iron, I hit that 168 yards. It had 5 yards carry on the furthest one for 173. So we're starting to get a wee bit of run out on these irons now. The average I hit this club was 159, with the run out average being 164. So some good numbers there. Move on. 7. Right, moving on to the 7 iron. The furthest we hit this was 188 yards carry with a run out, bringing it to 197. So we're close to 200 with that with a run out, which is pretty different. But the average being 179 and then 185. So we're kind of looking at 180 really, which again, pretty good. Right next up, the 6 iron. I didn't know that went. Right, the 6 iron, the furthest we hit that was 199 yards carry with a run out, bringing it to 209, averaging out at 188 carry and 197 with a run out. So we're kind of looking at maybe 190-ish if we were dialing it in. Right, we're up to the 5 now. Right, moving on to the 5 iron. The furthest we hit this was 207 carry with 217 in the run out. But the average was 200 carry with 209 with the run out. So again, pretty solid. Solid increments from 8 to 5, going up probably as I would expect the gap between each club. So that's pretty solid. Right, moving up. 4 iron, nearly getting to the good stuff. Right, the 4 iron, which probably was the best struck club on the day that I felt anyway. That had the longest I hit that was 225 yards with 239 run out, and the average being 212 with 225 run out. But all the shots were maybe not dead on line, but they were all pretty much the same distance, which was good to see. There wasn't much variable. So yep. Okay, nah. Nearly missed a ball. Right, we're gonna go 3 iron. Right, last iron in the bag, the 3 iron. Not one that I normally carry if I'm hitting the driver well, but still, it's good to know the numbers. So 224 yards carry with 241 run out. That was the furthest I hit that, and the average being 212 with 224. So pretty similar to the 4 iron, but I'd probably tee it up if I was hitting it, and maybe not hit that off deck, but still good to know. Oof. Snap hook. Snap hook. Right, Right, that's the worst of the day. Menu. Mulligan. Right, we're up at the 3 wood now. We're going to hit 5 off the deck, and we're going to hit 5 off the tee. Right, moving up to the 3 wood. Now, I was pretty surprised how I hit this, given off the deck on the Astro mat. So the furthest we hit this was 233 yards carry with 243 run out, which is pretty solid. And the average being 221 carry with 230 run out. So again, that's pretty good. I'll take those numbers. Oh, that was rubbish. Right, I can't hit that club any better. Right, the moment you've all been waiting for, the driver. Right guys, final club in the bag was the driver. Longest shot of the day was 249 yards carry, 263 yards total with the run out. The average carry is 241 and the average run out is 254 yards. So yeah, pretty good. Right, so that was 5 shots with each club. Not the biggest sample, but it's a start that I'm going to take into this season, and hopefully we can get a wee round. We will just solely use the numbers that we've got on the sheet here. Let me know in the comments what your favourite club in the bag is right now. Today, mine was probably the 4-iron. I was hitting it really well. Hopefully it's the same on the course. And yeah. Just want to say thanks for the support so far, guys. It really means a lot to me. I know the numbers aren't amazing, but they're amazing to me. So thanks very much. Keep watching, keep following for more, and smash the subscribe button. See you later.